live in Kumasi and myjoyonline.com. Also live in all 16 regions on X Spaces and Facebook. This morning, dozens of Stop Galamsey protesters arrested for various acts of lawlessness to be put before court as police vows to bring them to justice.
Hey! You got that joking on! Stop doing galamsey! Just stop galamsey for us! We want our mother Ghana back! We want our mother Ghana back! Oh! Ah!
We have details as organizers of the demonstration condemn what they describe as blatant human rights violations, urging concerned citizens and international organizations to speak out. Also coming up, mistrust of the EC and the police poses a great threat to the upcoming presidential and parliamentary elections. That's the alarming new data from OneUp, which reveals deep-seated doubts about neutrality of the two institutions.
To some of the actions, inactions of the Electoral Commission, which has more or less endangered that kind of mistrust from the political, actors within the electoral process.
We have details from the Joy News National Dialogue, and much later the government is emphatic it will not approve the sale of Newmont Achim mine without strong local participation.
Any sale or anybody who acquire the mine, we will not approve, or government will not approve it unless it has a strong local participation.
These are more with me, Mami Sinyamiche Thompson. Stay for details. And we start from the Democracy Hub demonstrations. The Ghana Police Service says it will put 42 of the arrested Stop Galamsey protesters before court to face justice, revealing that it has so far detained them. The arrest followed a scuffle between the protesters and the police. Attempts by the demonstrators to proceed with day 2 of their protest at the 37 roundabout was thwarted by the police. Maxwell Agbagba has more from day 2 of the protest.
Just having our placards. I said, talk to them. Sure. Will you talk? We're just peacefully carrying the placards just around the perimeter.
Personnel of the Ghana Police Service want to tow the truck owned by the protesters. Earlier, a scuffle broke out. It's beginning to get chaotic now. Personnel of the Ghana Police Service trying to arrest one of the protesters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 police officers trying to drag one of the protesters away. His colleagues will join. Police still trying to take this demonstrator away. His friends resisting the attempt to take him away. Now he's down on the floor with some of the policemen. It's a big struggle.
Ah! Stop doing galamsey! Just stop galamsey! Hey! You got that joking on! Stop doing galamsey! Just stop galamsey for us! We want our mother Ghana back! We want our mother Ghana back! Oh! Ah!
We therefore urge them to once again consider the 7 locations that police had proposed to them, and that today we would not allow any impediments within the area of the 37 intersection. We will ensure that there will be free flow of traffic.
And in that report by Maxwell is Director of Public Affairs, ACP Grace Ansa Akrofi. And thankfully, Maxwell joins me in studio this morning with a statement from the police. Maxwell, you must be tired, but well, do we know the arrangement for this court process?
Well, extract of the statement released by police says all the 42 suspects, including some of the leaders of the group, are in police custody and will be put before the court to face justice. The police says it is on a manhunt to get the rest of the perpetrators, including Oliver Bakavoma, one of the leaders of the group. They want to get him arrested to face justice. That's according to the statement from the police.
Indeed. Well, organizers of the demonstration have described the actions of the police as a blatant violation of human rights.
Yes, Democracy Hub is accusing police of, 1, denying those arrested access to legal representation and also refusal to provide information on detainee locations. They are also accusing the police of refusing all attempts to provide arrested protesters with water, food, female hygiene products, and basic toiletries. In their statement, they conclude by condemning what they say is the blatant human rights violations by the Ghana Police Service and demand that they respect the rights of every individual in their custody. And they want to urge all concerned citizens, civil society organizations, and international community to join in demanding justice, transparency, and humane treatment for all the protesters.
Well, it's a 3-day protest, and with all these happening, are they coming back today?
They have vowed to return today.
All right, thank you, Maxwell. Now, mistrust for the very institutions meant to protect our democracy is posing a great threat to the upcoming presidential and parliamentary elections. That's the alarming new data from the West African Network for Peace Building, WANEP, which reveals deep-seated doubt about the Electoral Commission and the police. Speaking at the Joy News National Dialogue on Peace Beyond Elections 2024, Regional Coordinator for Research and Capacity Building at WANEP, Dr. Festus Albin, shed light on the early warning data.
This is also due to some of the historical, factors and also some of the actions and inactions of the Electoral Commission, which has more or less endangered that kind of mistrust from the political, actors within the electoral process. Part of it is the appointment that happened after the 2016 elections. Right. Also, some of the issues around voter register and all that.
Meanwhile, the Peace Council says it is hopeful of resolving the impasse between the EC and the NDC regarding the credibility of the voters register. Chairman of the council, Reverend Dr. Ernest Edujemfe, is confident of finding a common ground through by next week.
We have some positive outcome. We have engaged the EC, we've engaged the NDC. We are hopeful that an agreeable method will be acceptable in the nearest future. Probably today, tomorrow, or the day after. Right. For us to move on. So we are working a lot behind the scenes. We intend to come out latest by Monday looking at the variables. We think that we are on course. Our leaders, I believe, they have good intentions for our country. What we need to do is also to create the environment for them to help.
And those are assets for our National Dialogue series on Peace Beyond Election 2024. Now, government is emphatic it will not approve the sale of the Newmont Achim mine if the new investors do not have a strong local participation. The Chief Operating Officer of Newmont Corporation, Karen Ovelman, announced last week that the process to sell its mine is at an advanced stage. But speaking to Joy News, the Chief Executive Officer of the Minerals Commission, Martin Aisi, says the local content condition must be met before the sale goes through.
One of the cardinal policies of this government is to indigenize the sector. That is not to say we are throwing away foreigners or we don't want foreign investment. Any sale or anybody who acquire the mine, we will not approve, or government will not approve it unless it has a strong local participation. So that caveat is already out there, that whoever, we don't care who you sell to, but as government that has to approve it finally, this is what we want. We want some strong local participation. So when we get there, we'll cross that bridge.
Well, Ghana is observing a national holiday today in honor of first President Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Flag bearer of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, has reaffirmed his commitment to restoring Dr. Nkrumah's legacy in its rightful place in history. Speaking as the special guest at the Journey to Nkrumah Fest 2024, Mr. Mahama emphasized the need to correct distortions in Ghana's history and honor Kwame Nkrumah's legacy.
History cannot be revised. No matter how you fill our children's textbooks with different versions of your history, Founders Day must be a day that recognizes Nkrumah, the leader who delivered independence to Ghana and whose vision was continental in scope. The next NDC government will seek to remove the distortions in our history and restore Kwame Nkrumah to his rightful place in the history of Ghana.
Well, the chief of Nkrofo, Nana Kwesi Kutia, is unhappy the town which serves as the birthplace of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah lacks basic social amenities.
I was asking myself, is Nzima really part of Ghana? Now, this is a district which possesses our oil, but the road network linking Samini to Hafasni is in a deplorable state. Nzima deserves better. We deserve better. We need good roads. We need hospitals.
And you had Chief of Nkrofo, Nana Kwesi Kutia, bringing us to the end of this morning's bulletin. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. And up next is Business on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now.
Go, the go. Ah, go me. At what time when you can't park where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the go be too small.
The go.
Joe Pana. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, we see you specking your car, taking that trip, chilling on the beach. Charlie, now we want to see this become your story. Simply use your ABSA card 10 times or more and you'll be entered into a monthly draw where you stand a chance to be among 5 lucky winners to take home 40,000 Ghana cedis. The more you use your card, the more entries you'll receive. Earn an extra entry by using the ABSA app or internet banking 5 times or more. No ABSA card? Don't worry. Visit the nearest branch for an ABSA account or card today and make winning part of your story. Promotion is between 1st July and 31st October. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
Businesses know how important it is to create a productive and supportive working environment by investing in employees' health. With a leading international track record, Apex Health Insurance is licensed to provide medical insurance services to corporate organizations and SMEs. We also have international LH Blue cover and TPAs to cushion you. Multinational companies, factories, and government agencies, focus on your business while Apex Insurance takes care of your health. Visit Apex Health Insurance office at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shiashi, Kumasi, opposite Prempeh College, Sofo Line, and Takrady Market Circle. For further inquiries, call 0501 562 962 or 0501 552 495. Apex Health, your preferred health insurer.
Brush your teeth every day and night. Up and down and all around. Brush the feeling bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection.
This advert is FDA approved.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
The luckiest.
Star 712 #.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Star 712 #.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers.
You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
East, west, north, south, Obiama to be.
You could be the luckiest.
Accra to Haga.
Let's go.
The luckiest.
Star 712 #.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Star 712 #.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers.
Star 712 #.
You could be the luckiest.
Menimwa pop quiz. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Can you give me 3 words that start with omni?
Oh, that's easy. Omnibus, omnipotent, omnibus. The bank with a really nice signboard.
Hey, Radzi, you mean omnibisic. OMNIBSIC. Omnibisic. Let me hear you say it.
Omnibisic.
Perfect.
Is that an abbreviation?
Not entirely. And it's not just a bank with nice signboards either. Omnibisic Bank is Ghana's fastest growing bank with innovative banking products and headquarters in Atlantic Tower at Airport City, Accra, as well as 40 branches across the country. Omnibisic Bank has the final word on excellent customer service delivery in Ghana.
Plus, they have the coolest signboard.
Yes, they do. And the coolest name, Omnibisic.
At your service.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. And Total Energies, Total, we go the extra mile for you. Coming up is a Joy Business Report brought to us by Yak Decor, Crafting Comfort, Designing Dream, and Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature. And Omni Basic Bank at your service. Akbafu.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Well, we're fine. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. It was quite a weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, it's supposed to be a holiday today, isn't it? It's actually a holiday.
It's a holiday.
It's not a holiday for us.
Well, that's the reality of our job, right?
That's what your passion has led you to. Okay? You know, the passion for the job.
Well, we are happy and we are serving.
Yeah, of course we are. And we entreat all of you to also be happy about our country, Ghana. A lot of things not going as expected. But there's one thing that we can do to make sure that at least we can protect our environment. And, you know, we've been talking about it, the Multimedia Group and Safari Valley Eco Park Initiative, which is aimed at making young ones become environmental friendly, because we aim at ensuring the sustainability of the environment. And before we can do that, we need to get the young ones to appreciate the need to cohabit with the environment.
Yeah.
But this is it. Today, you see people actually recruiting young ones to get into illegal mining. Yeah, they call them. I mean, there are videos on TikTok and on social media platforms. They tell them, Hannah Scanawar, you know, they're trying to recruit them. They tell them this is where the money is. But we believe that nature and human beings can live peacefully.
Yeah.
So what we are doing is that we're saying, just sponsor a child. Okay, one child.
Initiative.
Just sponsor one child. But of course, because you can afford, you can make it 10, 50, 100. Let them see how they can live peacefully, comfortably with nature. And I tell you what, when they go on that trip and come back, they would actually understand why it's important to fight illegal mining.
Yeah.
And what we're saying is that, look, because of this initiative, we've actually reduced the price. Huge discount, 50%.
Wow, 50%?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
50%. So I have decided to sponsor some 100 children from my hometown, Paul.
Oh, that's great.
And I know you will sponsor too. Raymond is sponsoring 100 school children too.
Oh.
Professor Peter Korte, is willing to sponsor as part of his birthday celebration. He said, look, it's my birthday, and this is what I intend to do. I'm also doing that on my birthday, which is be on the 16th of November. But you can do same.
This is so great.
So this morning we'll tell you more about that right here on the Super Morning Show. We want to do this with you, okay? We want to shape the mind. And the important thing is that when they go, they're not just going to walk through the park. They're going to be taught a lot of things. And I tell you what, once they return, you will appreciate these children. So I will tell you more about that this morning here on the Super Morning Show. And I guess we can now have the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hi, Hi, happy holiday, good morning, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, peasant farmers want government to review some taxes on inputs to help reduce cost of foodstuff on the market. Chamber of Petroleum Consumers fears fuel prices could be going up from November this year after projections showed another round of reductions next month. Plus, total number of expatriates working in mining sector reduces significantly to a little over 1% as more Ghanaians take up commanding positions in various firms. Details coming up. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening from Kofredi on KT Radio. First up, peasant farmers are making a strong case for government to review some taxes on farm inputs to help reduce cost of foodstuff on the market. The farmers believe this development is pushing more farmers out of business and resulting in high food prices. President of the Peasant Farmers Association, Dr. Charles Nyaba, tells Joy Business if government goes ahead with this review, it will go a long way to turn around the dwindling fortunes of the sector.
One of the key things that we need to do, which is within the control of our policymakers or government, has to do with imposing of taxes on agro inputs, farm machineries, and then other agrochemicals. You know, majority of the inputs that we use for production, for instance, the pesticides, the weedicides, the fertilizers, about 90% is imported. Previously, if you were bringing inputs for farm activities, it was with duty-free. Now we pay duty like any other commodity. As a result, the prices have gone high. This year, at the beginning of the year, there were a lot of importers who brought in inputs. They couldn't actually clear them at the port. Fertilizer that we used to buy at 300 Ghana cedis, as a result of the duties, is now going around 540 Ghana cedis at Tema port. So one of the strategy government need to do is actually to look into that. The subsidy was also good. When we say this, people always think that farmers want it for themselves. If you subsidize agriculture inputs, you are subsidizing for consumers, you are strengthening your economy.
You heard President of the Peasant Farmers Association, Dr. Charles Nyaba there. Now, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers has maintained that consumers could be in for some increment in fuel prices from November. It's coming after projections that prices of petroleum products could be on further decline in the coming weeks running into October this year. Let's listen to Executive Secretary of the Chamber, Duncan Amwa.
If you check the price curve, those are very tight months where China, India, the US would demand more for manufacturing. And so oftentimes that's where the curve would bend again. But between now and end of October, if we are able to do, some currency management, there's every indication the market could be as far as fuel prices.
You had Duncan Amwa, who is Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana. On the commodity market this morning, crude oil recorded an increase to $75.10 a barrel. Gold also gained more than $7. Is selling this morning at $2,629 an ounce. Cocoa, however, lost $92 rather to open trading at $7,658 a ton. Now, the total number of expatriates working in the mining sector has reduced significantly over the years to a little over 1%. That's according to the Ghana Chamber of Mines. The development has now resulted in more Ghanaians taking up commanding positions in the sector, as well as indigents in mining communities filling various job positions. Suleiman Akonish, Chief Executive of the Ghana Chamber of Mines.
I've seen numbers where, for example, about 70% of employees are actually coming from host communities.
70%?
About 70%. I've seen reports coming from, I don't want to mention names of companies, but of course it's not all of them who are within that bracket, but there's a push now from the companies themselves, realizing that I sit on one of the foundations of a member company, and I saw how a lady and a gentleman, in fact, about 4 of them, 2 ladies, two gentlemen, had been picked from the basic level, offered scholarships all the way to tertiary, and they came out with first class, and they've been given opportunities on the mine. These are indigenous from the community. So a lot of that is happening, and that is why you see the numbers. Practically Just about 1% are expatriates. A lot of them are actually coming. Of course, in the past, you had a lot of people trooping from Kumasi, from Accra to go to the mines. But gradually, it is changing because in the scheme of things, the mining companies would endeavor to make sure that they give opportunities to the locals.
You had our chief executive of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Suleiman Okoni, there. Now, a strong pickup in gold production for this year went a long way to influence the second quarter GDP estimates for 2024. Now, the Statistical Service is of the view that if this performance is sustained, growth could hit significant levels by the end of this year. Government statistician Professor Samuel Kobnenim has been giving more details about how the extractive sector is fast becoming the backbone of the economy.
Indeed, this 6.9% growth rate that we see now is the rate that we've recorded since the second quarter of 2019. And if you look at the performance of the economy in the second quarter of 2019, you again will realize that these extractive industries, i.e. mining and quarrying dominated by gold and oil and gas, saw much sharper growth rates over this period. So whatever we see in the second quarter of 2024 is consistent with what we saw in the second quarter of 2019 when the economy grew by 9.1%.
Government statistician Professor Samuel Kobnenim. In other news, the Securities and Exchange Commission has given assurance that it will not hesitate to withdraw the license of any operator that fails to comply with market rules. The Commission has indicated that it is part of measures aimed at restoring market confidence. Let's hear from Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Reverend Daniel Ogbamitete.
We issued new licensing guidelines, which essentially brought to the fore the principle of being fit and proper, and to make the licensing process more rigorous, because the licensing is, if you like, the gatekeeper. If you make it loose, then all kinds of people would come in. So we have tightened it and made it a bit more rigorous, and to the extent that sometimes you find market operators saying that, hey, it's a bit onerous now, but we need to do it to make sure that we get only the right people in, and again, still using the licensing tool. If you persistently show that you're not fit and proper, then you also be, ushered out, in a very orderly manner. But the licensing guidelines is one. Then I can talk about the conduct of business guidelines, which has very strict requirements. For instance, the independence of the board, the composition of the board, the function of the board through committees, and so on and so forth. Just again to make sure that corporate governance is being upheld well, and we've been doing checks.
That was Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Reverend Daniel Ogbamitete. Now, government is asking small and medium enterprises not to relent in applying for technical and financial support from financial institutions. According to Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Abnor Sasari, SMEs should take advantage of the SME Growth and Opportunity Program to boost the operations.
As government, we will continue to place immense focus on nurturing the SMEs. This is in recognition of the integral role you play in both society and economic expansion. We have promised to stand by you, and we intend to keep that promise. At this moment, on our website, when you go, you see the link there. And we encourage you that let us work together, make this work, not for just ourselves, but for our nation, Ghana, because we believe that it is through the SMEs that, yes, we can transform our nation and make our economy robust and fit for purpose.
Abnor Sasari is Minister of State at the Finance Ministry. Before we go, look at the currency market this morning. The dollar going for 16 cedis 42 pesos. That's what the Forex bureaus are offering to clients this morning. The British pound 21 cedis 40 pesos. The euro going for 17 cedis 80 pesos. There is more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwan. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with Winston and the team. Hey, Winston.
Yeah, Daryl. We're back. We're back. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be here on a Monday morning like this when it's a holiday.
It wasn't easy this morning, but
yeah. It's not easy, cry. But Charlie, how for do?
How for do?
You have to. That's what you sign on to.
Yeah.
We love what we do. Even when you're struggling to wake up, you just open your eyes and you say, it actually rained this dawn.
Oh, it did
in my area.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, how I wish today was maybe Sunday or Saturday. And you continue with the sleep, then you go like, you can't wake up. But hey, it's good we're here. So after everything, at least we can get some kinky and hot pepper maybe.
Is that a promise?
No, I don't make promises.
Would it be bad?
Or probably some
some pork.
That'll be nice. Maybe some wachi again. We had wachi on Friday. We can have another one. Okay, Daryl, what are you going to do? You're going up there.
We're going to work.
Yeah, you have to work. Work hard.